Ẹ káàbọ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ṣé dáadáa ni? Nínú fọ́nrán eléyìí, a fẹ́ jọ ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò àṣà ìsọmọlórúkọ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Kí ni mo pè o? Àṣà ìsọmọlórúkọ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì, in this video we want to talk about naming ceremony in Yoruba culture. This is coming from Abdullahi Opeyemi Falade. Òwe Yorùbá kan sọ pé ìdálù ń ṣèlú àti pé báyìí là á ṣe nílẹ̀ wa ìwọ bòmíì ni. Gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀rọ̀ rí nípa oríṣiríṣi àwọn àṣà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. There is a proverb in Yoruba that could be in similitude by saying the word every land has their do and don't. And this is not exception. There's no exceptional cases when it comes to Yoruba culture. There are do and don't, and there are cultures in Yoruba land. Just that we have culture in other languages, culture in other tribes, culture in other ethnic groups. One of the culture of Yoruba is naming ceremony. Naming ceremony, which is interpreted as Isomoloruko. Naming ceremony. Isomoloruko. Naming ceremony. Isomoloruko. Ọ̀kan pàtàkì nínú àwọn àṣà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni àṣà ìsọmọlórúkọ. One of the Yoruba culture is naming ceremony, and it is very, very important. Àṣà ìsọmọlórúkọ jẹ́ èyí tí a kò lè fojú ré náà. So naming ceremony is one of those is part of Yoruba culture that cannot be underestimated. Ní ayé àtijọ́, in the olden days, ọjọ́ kẹfà ni a máa ń sọ ọmọ lórúkọ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. So in the olden days, we do naming ceremony on the 6th day. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó yá, after some times, ó yí padà, things change. Ó di ọjọ́ kẹjọ, it turns to 7 days. So the 7th day after birth. Ní ọjọ́ kẹjọ, it turns to 7th day after birth, which is equivalent to the 8th day. Ní ọjọ́ kẹjọ, tọ́mọ bá délé ayé, la ó fún un lórúkọ. So which means if you give birth to your child maybe on Monday at exactly 3 p.m., 3 p.m. on Tuesday will be a day. So that's how you're going to count the days up to the 7th day. And before you know it, you will discover that the 7th day will be the same time on the next Monday. So invariably, Yoruba people will say ọjọ́ kẹjọ. So when you are counting that first day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, is going to be 8. But in the real sense, it is the 7th date after birth. I hope you get the computation now. Òwúrọ̀ kùtùkùtù ni a máa ń sábà fi ètò ìsọmọlórúkọ sí. The naming ceremony usually takes place in the morning of that computed day. Olórí ẹlẹ́sìn kan tàbí àgbàlagbà nínú agbo ilé ni ó máa ń darí ètò ìsọmọlórúkọ náà. So it's part of Yoruba culture that a cleric, be it pastor or imam or a traditional worshipper, will be the one, or an elderly person in the family will be the one to anchor the program and put things in order. Ìyálé ilé tàbí àgbàlagbà obìnrin ilé ni yóò gbé ọmọ tuntun náà lọ́wọ́. As you can see in this picture, an elderly woman in that family will be the one to carry the baby on the naming day, or someone that's an elderly person will be the one to carry the baby. But in these modern days, it is the mother of the child that do carry. But according to the Yoruba culture, an elderly woman in that family, especially the family of the father of the child, will be the one to carry the baby on that day when the naming ceremony is about to take place. Àwọn èlò fún ètò ìsọmọlórúkọ. What are those items being used according to Yoruba culture? What do we use for naming ceremony? What are those items? Àwọn ohun èlò, items, materials, resources fún ètò ìsọmọlórúkọ, for naming ceremony. As you can see in this picture, what does it look like? Salt. That's salt. In Yoruba, we call it iyo. Iyo. Salt. Iyo. Say it after me. Iyo. Salt. Once again, iyo. Salt. We are all aware what salt is. In chemistry, we call it sodium chloride. A máa ń fi ṣe àdúrà pé kí ayé ọmọ tuntun náà ní oyin àti iyọ̀. Èyí ni pé kí ayé ọmọ náà dùn, kó má ṣe mọ ìkorò láyé rẹ̀. On this naming ceremony day, people there, especially the elderly ones, will pray for the child. They will pray for the baby using salt. They will pray that may the child's life be full of salt, sweetness, joy, happiness, just as the impact of salt as one of the recipe in preparing soup. If there is no salt in your soup, it becomes sour. May the life of the child be full of salt. May it be full of happiness, joy, and good things. So they will put the salt in their mouths and started chanting words or eulogy, or a kind of litany that has to do with salt, praying for the baby that may his life be full of joy, happiness, just as it is for salt, just as salt make impact in preparing good food. The next item being used is called alligator pepper. Yoruba call it atare. Alligator pepper, atare. Don't forget there is a particular animal called alligator. But in this case, we mean alligator pepper, atare. A máa ń fi ṣe àdúrà pé atare kì í di tirẹ̀ láàbọ̀. Ohun rere gbogbo tí ọmọ náà yóò ṣe láyé kó máa jẹ́ àṣepé àti àṣeyọrí. These elderly people and people that embrace the occasion will be there while they pray for the child using this alligator pepper. They will say, atare kì í di tiẹ̀ láàbọ̀. Atare and alligator pepper doesn't exist in pieces. It's always complete in its form. And you can see from the image, unless you break it into two, it's always complete. There is no any traces that is going to lose its content. It's always complete. So they will use this to pray for the child that everything you are doing in life will always be complete. There won't be any kind of misfortune for you. All your fortune will be given to you completely. Your life will be full of full package of happiness, full package of fortune. Also, we have what is called adun, which is made from corn. We interpreted it as cornmeal. When you put it in the mouth, it's very sweet. They pray that the life of that child should be like that of Adun, should be sweet and full of happiness, joy, fortune. More so, there will be honey, oyin, honey, oyin, oyin, honey. They will pray that may the life of that child be like the life of the honey. Everything in honey is beneficial to humanhood. Is beneficial to everybody. Is beneficial to humanity. Is beneficial to every being. May the life of the child full of honey. May the life of the child be like that of honey. And nobody has ever licked honey without feeling some kind of sweetness in their mouth. Among other things being used to pray for the child is ìrèké, sugarcane. Ìrèké, sugarcane. Yorùbá ní ìrèké kì í gbọ́dọ̀ kó yàgàn. Àdúrà pé kí ọmọ náà dàgbà kí òun náà bímọ. Yoruba people interpret using sugarcane as an element of prayer for the baby by saying ìrèké kì í gbọ́dọ̀ kó yàgàn. No sugarcane has ever been a barren plant or crop whatever. May this child grow up to be fruitful. May he have the opportunity to also give birth to his or her own children with ease. So they will use the sugar cane to pray for the child. Ìrèké kì í gbọ́dọ̀ kó yàgàn. There is no any sugar cane that has ever been barren. May you never be barren, either male or female. Another item being used to pray for the child on this day, don't forget, that day is meant to pray for that child and to give him or her a very good name. So the major things being done on that day is majorly prayer, and they'll be using all these items being mentioned to pray for that child. They put it in their mouth, pray for the child, and also put a little into the mouth of that child. If it is honey, they lick it and put it into the mouth of the child. If it is alligator pepper, they pick one of the seeds, strain a little, put a little into the mouth of the child while they pray for that child. We have Obi, kola nut. Obi ni wọn yóò fi ṣe àdúrà pé kí ó bí ikú àti àrùn dànù fún ọmọ ìkókó náà. So Yoruba people will use this kola nut. They will train a little and put a little into the mouth of this baby while they pray for the child that Obi, ó máa ń bí ikú. Yoruba believe, according to Yoruba tradition, we believe that Obi, kola nuts, help you to avert misfortune. It helps you to avert any form of accident, any form of unforeseen circumstances that are harmful, any form of death occurrence. Kola nut is responsible to help you avert such calamities. They will now use that to pray for the baby, that we are using this kola nut to pray for you today. May you be protected from all evils, all disasters, all form of death that will not make you fulfill your destiny in life. So that's how Yoruba people will do. Can you see that Yoruba is a very good culture? Yoruba people are really handsome. They are really handsome. More items being used to pray for the baby is, can you guess? Orogbo bitter cola. Orogbo bitter cola. Àdúrà pé kí orógbó gbó ọmọ náà sáyé, kí ó gbó, kí ó sì tọ́. They will use the bitter cola to pray for the child, that may you live longer, more than expectation, in good health, wealth, and fortune. In addition, Yoruba use alcohol, and the common alcohol being used are called seaman aromatic shinap. They call it oti. Alcohol is oti. Ibi iyì, ibi ẹ̀yẹ ni a ti máa ń rí ọtí. You find alcohol, dry gins in places of ceremonies where people rejoice. Kí ọmọ náà ní iyì àti pé kí ayé ó yẹ ọmọ náà. May the life of the child be full of honors, should be full of respect. The child should not be put into any kind of misfortune. Kí ó má ṣe tẹ́, you shouldn't be a respectful being, a disrespectful being. You should be a child of honor. Kó má tì, gbogbo ayé rẹ̀ ẹni iyì àti ẹ̀yẹ ni kí ó máa jẹ́. May he or she always be a child of respect, a child of honor, a child of regards. So they will put a little of the aromatic shinap into their mouth and put a little to the mouth of the baby while they pray for the baby. Also, they pray for the child with water, omi, water. A kì í bá omi ṣọ̀tá. No one has ever been enemy to water. A kì í bá omi bínú. Nobody has ever get angry. Nobody gets angry with water. You can never be furious with water. You drink water, you take your bath with water. Even the food you eat, you prepare the food with water. 75% of your body is full of water. No one has ever been in annoyance with water. So they will pray for the child with water. Kí ayé má ṣe bínú ọmọ náà nínú ohun gbogbo tó bá ń ṣe. They pray for the child that may the world always honor you. May the world never be in annoyance with you in any form. May you always receive pleasure in all ramifications and a good approbation. So they will use water. They drink the water, they zip it, and put a little to the mouth of the baby while they pray for the child. Among those things being used is fish, ẹja, fish, ẹja. If you are watching this YouTube for the first time, do not forget to press like and share with your families, especially the kids and elderly ones, for them to learn about Yoruba culture of naming ceremony. Ẹja, fish. Yoruba people will use fish to pray for the child. Àdúrà pé orí ni ẹja fi la ibú jà, kí orí ọmọ náà máa kó yọ nínú gbogbo ewu ayé. They pray for the child that orí ni ẹja fi la ibú jà. The fishes use their head to pave ways in the oceans. They use their head to pave way in the ocean, and they never go astray. They always find their direction peacefully. May the child find his direction in life peacefully. May he be guided away from any form of calamity or misfortune. Kí orí rẹ̀ má ṣe gbàbọ̀dè ibi ní gbogbo ọjọ́ ayé rẹ̀. May the child's personal angel be his guide and guard. Orí inú mi má bà tòde mi jẹ́. You have the inner head and the outer head. The inner head is what we call orí inú. The outer head is the one you see physically, orí ìta. So your personal angel is also known as your orí inú. Yoruba people will say, kí orí inú mi má bà tòde mi jẹ́. May my inner head never have a contrary connection with my outer head. It's a prayer. In addition to what we have explained so far, bí wọ́n bá ti ṣe àdúrà sí ara àwọn ohun jíjẹ yìí ni wọn yóò máa fi kan ọmọ náà lẹ́nu. So as they are praying to these substances, they put it into their mouth and they also put it to the mouth of the baby. Wọn yóò sì fún ìyá ọmọ náà ní ìyókù pé kí ó lè jẹ, and they will also give it to the mother, to the nursing mother, the woman that gave birth to that child. They will also give it to her as well. Kí ọmọ sì bá lára ọmú ìyá rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n bá parí àdúrà tán. So they give it to the mother as well, so that even though the little given to the baby might not be sufficient, much of it taken by the mother, the child will be able to get it through breastfeeding. So the blessing of those prayers will be on that baby forever and ever. Wọn yóò fún ọmọ náà ní orúkọ, and after all this prayer, the baby will be given a name, a very good name. Lẹ́yìn náà ni àwẹ̀jẹwẹ̀mu yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní pẹrẹwu. And after the baby has been given a very good name, like we said that a state of a house must first be considered before naming a child, they will give him a very good name, which we have mentioned. You can check one of our YouTube where we explain names, different names. So you give your child a very good name, a name with good fortune. And after this naming, everybody will gather together to wine and dine with foods, soft drinks, hard drinks for people that are interested, and everybody will rejoice for the success of the naming ceremony.